What's going on, guys? I'm gonna wait for a few people to join and then get into this stream, and we just get some background music going on. Right, free. All right. What's going on, Trap? If you're just joining, I've been doing streams a little different lately, and today I'm going to be talking about how I gained my first 1,000 subscribers, kind of the tactics that I did a couple years ago, what I'm doing now, and just kind of giving you the background of how I got to this point, and then some of my tips and strategies that I'm going to move forward with, and you guys can see, if it works or not. But nonetheless, this is something that I wanted to talk about. The last couple of streams have been more informative and giving you guys more of my background, kind of my philosophies and stuff like that. So today, nonetheless, I want to talk about how I gained my first 1,000 subscribers, kind of give you more history on the work that went into it, all the little stuff I did behind the scenes. And for some of you guys who might, have YouTube channels too and want to figure out, new ways to grow your channel, hopefully this can help you. So that's really what it is. So without further ado, I'm going to get into it. All I ask is that if you're in the stream to please hit the like button on it. It lets me know you're in here, you're enjoying what you're hearing, and maybe give it a share if you find it informative or whatnot. But let's take it back. So I've had my YouTube channel. I want to say I've been really active on YouTube since 2017. Yeah, 2017. So I posted kind of, pretty rarely in 2016. And then 2017 came on, and I was posting more often because I was doing a song a week. Now, big things that you guys have probably already heard before, but maybe if you hear it from me, it'll make more sense, is being consistent on YouTube. I knew going into it, if I wanted any chance, starting at like maybe I had 100 subscribers or whatever. And to be honest, I don't know how I got to that first 100. That just kind of happened organically. But for the first 1,000, I think that's a goal and a landmark that everyone who has a YouTube channel, wants to at least hit and start with that. Once you get your first 1,000, it's kind of up from there. But circling it back, I knew I had to be consistent, right? Consistency is what is going to grow your channel on YouTube, right? And what I did was I dropped a song a week for an entire year, right? And I pushed that song on multiple platforms, but it really wasn't about Spotify to me back then. I wanted to grow on YouTube. I see the value in YouTube now. I saw it back then. YouTube is the biggest platform, and in my opinion, the most important. It doesn't matter if you're an artist, a vlogger, a graphic designer, someone who plays video games and wants to film them, whatever it is, that consistency and YouTube is, the winning formula. And I was lucky enough to come across a no copyrights track channel. This was probably maybe 2016, maybe even earlier. And when I started dropping a song a week for a year, this channel decided to back me and put every single song that I had put out throughout that entire year base on their channel. And that channel had such a big reach. It was an international channel, but it got me on channels such as Jake Paul. It got me on channels as Marcelo from Team Brazil when he was filming his World Cup documentary, the boxer Anthony Joshua's documentary. So other people, other channels, other content creators were looking for quality music that they weren't going to get copyrighted strike from. And essentially that's what I was doing for that entire year. And every day I would search my name and I would see who would use my song, and I'd watch the video and I would thank them, and I'd write a personalized comment. YouTube is all about the community aspect, and you can't just expect for growth to happen like that. There's going to be ups, there's going to be downs. I've had great months, I've had bad months. To be honest, we're in probably one of the worst months now. And, you could blame the stock market too, because everything's down. But I knew that I needed consistency and I needed outside help. It wasn't just going to happen by me posting a song and people are going to magically see it on the recommended. By partnering with other YouTube channels, you allow yourself new eyes, new viewers, new people to then go and watch your stuff. If you guys got any questions along the way as I'm telling this story, please feel free to hit me. All I ask is that if you're in here, make sure you hit that like button and share the stream if you like what you're hearing. But as I said, for some of you guys who are fans of me, I wanted to try to change these streams up a bit, be a little informative, tell you things like why you should never give up, how I got my first 1,000 subscribers, stuff that could help you in the long run, and it doesn't hurt me by sharing it, right? But back to what I was saying, I had other YouTube channels. This main YouTube channel, this no copyrights track channel, which was posting my music every single week, which then more people were seeing, and then other content creators were using every single day, and that just trickles down. It's just more and more new people seeing it every day. Long story short, that channel no longer exists, right? And I noticed, that had a lot to do with kind of getting my feet in the water, right? Getting off the ground and establishing a community. And I'm forever grateful and indebted to that channel. My piece of advice to you is partner with other people. Try and collaborate with other YouTubers. But if you are an artist specifically, make sure you have the rights to your stuff and let people use your music, whether they're playing video games, filming a vlog, whatever it is. If you make quality music, people are always going to look for quality music for their videos, because every mainstream artist attached to a label, you're going to get copyrighted for. So essentially, that's what I do. I currently have a playlist on my YouTube channel called Copyright Free Songs. If you guys do want music, it's there for you. But yeah, that's it. That's the story. That's really, it was day in and day out, just trying to find other YouTube channels to post my music, right? I knew I had to be consistent, so I dropped every single Monday for a year straight. And I commented on other people's videos that used my music. I thanked them personally. You're never too big to go and do stuff. And a simple thank you for someone, listening to your music or using your song or using a clip of your own video goes a long way with people, because then you allow yourself a chance to connect. And it's on YouTube, like I said, it's all about a community and it's all about connection. So, yeah. If you guys got any questions for me, if you're just joining, if you saw this and recommended and you're like, who the hell is this guy? Long story short, I'm an artist. I'm just explaining how I got my first 1,000 subscribers. If you got questions, maybe my story can help you. But essentially, it's consistency. I dropped every single week for a year straight. And I know in order to take the next step, you got to drop maybe 2-3 times, right? And that comes with time. It was also about understanding that I know the music's quality. Sometimes you got to sacrifice quality. And what I mean by that is, if you're putting out quality music, film a video for it. Don't worry if the video looks terrible or not. People just want to see visuals sometimes. And if the music's there, I don't think the visual matters that much when you're at the beginning stages, right? And that's just my opinion. And outside of the consistency, make sure you're doing stuff behind the scenes to be proactive. Make sure you're emailing other, potential influencers, bloggers, whatever it is. You want to make sure that you're doing stuff like that, because it's not as simple as just putting a song out and thinking that it's just going to explode, right? So that is my whole story. If you guys got any questions about it, feel free to comment in the comment section when I leave this video up. But that's really it. I just wanted to make a real short video to explain what it took to get my first 1,000 subscribers and how it kind of trickled down from that, because it was essentially my music was getting spread all over YouTube. More and more people were seeing it, and I was thanking the people that were listening to my music and trying to just connect with more people from around the world. Why All My Life isn't on Spotify? Because the producer sold the beat and would not sell it to me after the fact. Thus, I am not able to do anything with it. I'm trying to track down the person who bought the beat so that I could buy the rights from them, because whoever did, their song is not on the internet, and I have, made the biggest song off that beat, and I want to give it to you guys on Spotify, but at the moment, it's looking like it's just going to stay where it is. If you guys are just joining, I have no problem repeating this story, answering questions, but all I ask is that you hit the like button if you're in the stream, share it. I'm talking about how I gained my first 1,000 subscribers. And essentially, I'm going to say it again, it comes down with consistency. I dropped a song a week for a whole year. Songs like All My Life, songs like Close My Eyes, Angels and Demons, Running Free. Some of my biggest songs came through that stretch, and I didn't see any results really until months and months after the fact. So sometimes you might put in work today that you're not going to really see the results for maybe 3 months, 3 years from now, right? And you got to be okay with that. Put your best foot today. Put your best foot forward today, and then just let whatever happens when it's supposed to happen. But you got to stay determined. You got to stay consistent on a platform like YouTube. And I was lucky enough to have other channels pick up my songs, especially no copyright tracks, which essentially got more people listening to my music, more people seeing it, more people using it in their videos. And then from there, I created an audience and a fan base. And it was important to me every single day for a year, 2 years, 3 years. I do it to this day. I search my name on YouTube. I see if anyone's used my songs, and I watch their video and I thank them. And I write something personalized. I really watch the video and I thank them for using my music, because I know that they could just go and pick somebody else. So I'm grateful for every opportunity that, people have given me, as far as giving myself a chance to gain more exposure, more new listeners. And I don't care if someone has 10 subscribers or 100,000. I'm commenting on the video regardless, because you use my song. It is not a numbers game. It's about connecting with the people game. So, yeah. Well, thank you for joining, Blas. Appreciate you, man. If you guys are just joining, all I ask is that you hit that like button in the stream one time. Maybe share it. It's your boy, Marc Vinyls. And I said I'm switching up these streams. Sometimes I'm going to do streams where I'm straight rapping or playing you unreleased music or doing Q&As. But outside of that, I want to give you guys more into me. The last stream I did was why you should never give up. And I spoke for about 35 minutes. Sorry about that. I spoke for about 35 minutes just about, things that I'm going through, things that help me get over certain obstacles and doubt that comes into my mind. We're all human, right? And I have a bunch of these topics kind of written down as far as different types of streams that I want to do. And I thought, what's better than a lot of you guys are content creators or have YouTube channels, and give you guys the information that worked for me. Now, maybe it doesn't apply to you because you're not an artist, right? But you can at least take some of the stuff that worked for me and didn't work for me and either apply it to yourself or learn from and improve upon it. And that's essentially what I'm trying to do. If I have a platform, I'm wasting a platform. I don't care how big or small the platform is, if I'm not at least trying to give you the information and the tools that work for me. I want nothing more than to see you guys have big YouTube channels, or whatever it is in life. If you're not trying to be a YouTuber, that's fine. But that is the overall subject of this video. Now, if you have another question that kind of pertains to the topic, I'll answer it. Great advice, homie. Thank you, man. Thank you for joining, and thank you to everyone in here, first and foremost, who's taking time out of their day to listen to what I have to say, because at the end of the day, this is a privilege. This is a gift, and I'm blessed at the opportunity that I have at least people in here who care what I have to say. And I just think it's important to constantly thank your audience for them and their time, because tomorrow's never guaranteed and our time is extremely precious. So, yeah. I want to take this time, if you guys have any questions at all, regarding YouTube or whatever has worked for me or something about the past, hit me right now, because I tend to go on rants when you guys give me good questions, and it leads to other just, ever flowing thought, if that makes sense. But yeah, that's really my story of the first 1,000 subscribers. It really came down to consistency, a lot of emailing, a lot of just reaching out, and a lot of no's and only maybe 1 or 2 yeses. And that was enough to at least take another jump. And it came down to thanking the audience and thanking the people that use my music. And that could be applied to a lot of people. If you're a really good gamer and you make really good montages of you playing Warzone or Critical Ops or whatever it is, right? Let other people be able to reach out to everyone. Tell them they can use it in whatever video they're trying to, make or whatever. Be friendly with YouTube. YouTube is a community-based platform, and I'll say it again. I think it's the most important based platform. If you want to be an entertainer of some sort, whether that's an artist, a travel guide, vlogger, whatever it is, if you want to do YouTube, if you want to do entertainment, you got to focus on YouTube. I made the adjustment from SoundCloud to YouTube in 2017 when I saw that, SoundCloud was kind of going on the decline. And sure, you had a bunch of SoundCloud artists pop off. But I was like, you know what, let me just try something different. Let me focus on YouTube, right? Because if YouTube's your biggest platform, you're going to be in good shape. If SoundCloud is not going to be around forever, it's not that interactive. So I made the conscious decision when I started dropping a song a week for a year to promote the YouTube link and no longer promote the SoundCloud link. And sometimes you got to just try different stuff and see how it works out. I have a bunch of new changes that I'm going to be making to my channel and just overall as a person. And you guys are going to see that. And I think you got to keep just trying new stuff and listen to your audience and what they like from you the best. Listen to them, but also try and stay true to yourself. That is my best piece of advice. Like I said, I'm going to leave this stream up. I'm leaving these streams up from now on. If you got any questions, hit me in the comment section. I'll respond to it. With that being said, I dropped a new song on Monday with my boy Gallo. It's called I Can't Lie. And you should definitely check it out if you haven't yet so already. But this stream is not about that. This stream is for maybe some new people who are seeing me for the first time, who want to know how to grow on YouTube. I'm going to say it one last time. Consistency, reaching out to other YouTubers consistently, thanking people if you're an artist that use your music, or thanking people if you're if you're a gamer that use some of your clips. Just thanking other people who are helping support you and support them in return. And then the third is you got to be authentic. If you're not authentic, people can see through that. There's so many carbon copies running around. People want to watch someone or listen to someone that they feel is unique, that they feel is fresh, that's not just a spitting image of something else or something that they've seen before. And if you aren't ready to fully be yourself, give it some time. I didn't start putting out music publicly for other people to hear until 2014, and I've been making music 3 years prior to that. It's a process. Allow yourself to grow through the process. You don't need to rush yourself all the time. If you're young and you're out there watching this, you got so much time. You got to understand, if life's a game to 100, if you're 14, you're 14% through. Focus from 14 to 18 on just becoming yourself, finding your identity. And then maybe once you're 18, go the YouTube route and plan a bunch of videos, right? Wait till you're ready to be yourself and fully be yourself, essentially, is my advice. Bro, your songs are great. Keep it up. Thank you. Thank you for listening to my music. I'm just super grateful to have an audience and have people that care to listen to my music. It means a lot. Sounds brilliant. Thank you so much. Of course, I hope some of this can help you guys. And even if you can't apply to YouTube, maybe you can apply some of this to your life, right? Being consistent is always going to help you win. Being authentic is always going to help you win. Thanking those who support you and supporting them in return is always going to win. So this could be applied far greater than YouTube. It's just the topic and the subject of this video is how I gained my first 1,000 subscribers. So yeah. Lopez, what's up, man? How are you today? If you are just joining, I just asked two things from you. If you could please hit that like button on the stream, it just lets me know that you've watched this, you enjoyed it, you want to see me do more of this. And if you could share it so we could get some more new people in here, that would be just as cool too. But with that being said, does anybody have any questions whatsoever about anything that I've just talked about? Let me know. I'm here to answer them. Oh, and if you didn't know, your boy, Chop the Flow. We got a fade. We got a nice lineup. We got fall coming around. We got to keep changing it up every season, Any tips for being consistent for a long time? Sure, but what are you trying to be consistent in? Because I could help you based on maybe what you're trying to be consistent in, if you don't mind answering that. If not, I'll just give you my overall general opinion about being consistent. You got to want it so bad that you're willing to lose sleep over it, lose friends over it, lose money over it, lose time over it. It's that simple, man. There's no working around it. Had I not, essentially what I did when I dropped a song a week for a year is I looked at myself one day in the mirror and I said, you have no business telling other people or introducing yourself to other people as an artist if you can't even be consistent enough to show that you're serious, right? And my favorite thing is determination is greater than motivation, right? Because everyone's motivated to go to the gym for the first week. Yeah, I go in, I'm feeling good, right? A couple weeks later, I don't feel like going today. But when you're determined, you will do it at all costs. Nothing will get in your way. And when I dropped a song for a week, I was determined. Nothing was going to stop me. I experienced death in that year, heartache, just sadness, happiness, everything you could imagine was thrown at me. And I worked a job and I was in my final year of college taking like 5, 6 classes. I had a lot on my plate and I was still determined that I'm going to drop a song every single Monday for a year straight. And if I don't, I will never make it in music and I've failed myself. And I chose to take the harsh approach because it worked for me. And everyone, excuse me, has different things that work for them, and you got to find what works for you. But I've always felt that the harsher I am on myself, the better I am, because you got to force yourself sometimes to just kind of put your big boy pants on and be better and boss up and go get what you want. But you cannot expect anything to come your way if you're just putting in minimal effort or 50%. You got to put in 110%. Because if you don't, you're going to wake up one day, and that was my fear, and I'd be 30 with 600 subscribers. And then what, right? And I said I refuse to let that be my narrative. I've worked too hard. I've sacrificed too much time. I got to do it now. And as you guys have seen, I'm back on the weeklies right now. I think we're like week 13, 14. I don't know. I don't even care. And I got other things that I'm going to be implementing going into the fall. But you got to keep changing stuff up. But you got to remain determined. Not that motivation shit, man. It's determination is greater than motivation. There's a quote. I don't even know the quote. It's like determination beats. Here, let me pull it up. I think I'll find it. Excuse me. Hold up. Determination. I think I found it. Oh, when. Oh, it's not that. It's based on, I think it's a Russ quote. I don't know. It's hard work beats talent when talent fails to work hard, right? So you could have, and this isn't even my philosophy, but I've adopted it and it aligns with my beliefs perfectly. You could have all the talent in the world, and there are so many talented people that never reach those heights. And then you have people that are less talented, but just work way harder, and they do, right? Because if you don't work hard with that talent, you are wasting that talent. I was not the most talented starting out. I never was. I knew how to write songs. I knew how to put my emotions into song form. That was my gift. I couldn't flow on beat. My voice didn't sound good. I had to work really hard at all of that. A lot of time by myself, a lot of lonely nights, a lot of just being like, I'm determined. I'm going to prove myself right and prove them wrong, right? So hard work, essentially being consistent, is what's going to ultimately help you prevail. And you can't be attached to the results either. I realized that I was so focused on, oh, did this get 1,000 views? Did this get 100 likes, 10 likes, whatever it was? The second I stopped looking at it like that is when I actually saw stuff go up. When I was just like, I'm just going to put this out. I don't care how it does. Sure, I'm at a point now where I'd like to see the numbers be bigger. But I also know that when I don't focus on it and I just work hard and I do that stuff behind the scenes and I'm proactive about stuff, is when things start to take off. And like I said, it could be months from now that you see the hard work you put in today pay off. And that's part of the process. That's part of the game. You got to be patient. You got to be willing to work hard. You got to be willing to work way harder than everybody else around you. You got to be on a mission, a solo mission that this is my goal and I will stop at nothing to reach it, within reason, of course. But yeah. Any other questions? I hope I answered that for you. I hope that helps you in any sort of the way. I know that was a long, drawn out answer, but it's such a complex question because, excuse me, there's so many layers to it. And I want to make sure that I'm being fair to you by giving you the proper answer. Relating to studying and doing music too. Well, I think I answered that for music. And as far as studying, it's the same process that you want to just put into it. You might I was never the brightest kid, right? I was never the smartest kid as far as when it came to being book smart, but I could understand like, life and complicated, situations and how people work or how they think or why they think certain things, right? But I was never good at just being book smart, right? I had to work at that. When I worked at it, I got great grades. When I put in no effort, I got terrible grades. So you can do amazing in school if you study really hard. And if you study extremely hard and you still don't see the results, at least you can take your hat off at the end of the day and hang it up and say, I put my best foot forward. Maybe this is not for me. And that's okay, because you will find that something is for you. And when you find that, you go full speed ahead at it. Full speed. You're going to make it so far the way you speak home and the way you give advice. Most follow the music you make and give out such power, and your songs are very, very able to speak. Thank you, Mark. Thank you, man. Thank you for giving me a chance. With the 1,000 other artists and billions of other people in this world, you chose to support me, and along with others, I'm sure. But I'm grateful enough to have your support, and you telling me that my words have meaning. I'm just grateful for it. There's nothing else that I can say other than the fact that this is what I want to do, and I've worked hard for it. And as uncomfortable as something like fame can be, it's going to be something that sometimes you got to be able to figure out how to manage, right? And I'm going to be very honest and transparent throughout this process as you see me get bigger, because the more honest I am with you guys, it's going to help you in some way or another. Whether you want to do music and you're like, you know what, that's not for me, or whether you can apply some of my mistakes to help you to not make the same mistake, or some of the things that I did that work for me that might be able to work for you. That's what it's about. I always say, if you guys are all brought together here because of my music, and ultimately, yes, that's what I'm trying to do. I want to be an artist and then go on and do other stuff, right? But if you guys are brought here because of my music, let's take it one step further than that and support everyone in this community, because then we're doing such a service to each other that we are truly actually impacting the world positively. And that's all I want to do. I want to bring people together, and I want you guys to support each other. If John is trying to be an astronaut, or John has a big test tomorrow, encourage them, reach out to each other, be family. I want this fan base, this audience, this community to be family oriented. I want you guys to feel like you have something to turn to, because like in my last stream, I said, I experienced doubt. I experience it often, and we're going through life together. It's a process, right? But we can learn so much from each other just by simply connecting and speaking. And the more honest you are with people, the more authentic, the more you give yourself a chance to connect with them on a deeper level, that, hey, you're like, I'm going through that too. Or, hey, that worked for me too. And then boom, your head is like dopamine rush. This is amazing, right? And that's what we're trying to do. We're trying to all live our best life. And how can we do that? By supporting each other. Of course. Yeah, man. Sure. Thanks a lot. Of course. I hope this is helping you guys. If you guys have any more questions, please feel free. I really just go off of when you guys ask a question, it allows me to just kind of go flowing with my thought. None of this. I have nothing written down. I had the title of the video. I just said, I'm going to get in front of my computer. I'm just going to talk, right? So sure, it might be choppy at points, but I don't care, because the message is there if you're watching for it. And yeah, look, I could be honest with you guys again, and I said it in the last stream for you guys who haven't seen it. I've had months where my numbers are 100,000 streams a month across everything, right? And then I've had months like the last one where it's like half of that, right? And then you begin to think like, what am I doing wrong? What's going on? And sometimes you got to go back to the basics. You got to be like, well, maybe you just got to work a little bit hard, a little bit smarter, right? Maybe you got to put more effort into this, right? So it's a up and down game. Life is volatile, right? But there's certain things that you can do every day that I personally believe that it's overall going to keep you in the best possible mental shape and physical shape, to help you keep pushing towards your goals and desires and whatnot. And kind of off topic, but want to bring it all together, kind of like what's worked for me is everyone has doubt, everyone has negativity, right? Everyone has demons or voices in their head telling them this, that, the third, right? What I've realized that works for me is when I tell myself, anytime something negative want to entertain, because exactly what we feed our mind and our body. When you feed your body good food and you exercise and you feed your mind good thoughts, you feel fucking amazing. It's not a joke. It's not a lie. I thought that shit was corny when I was younger, when people would say that. I'm like, I don't need to hear that, bro. I'm going to eat my McDonald's. I'm going to smoke weed. I'm going to do what I want. I'm going to have fun, right? But that's not going to help you in the long term, right? It's what you feed your mind and your body. And what I've done to help kind of push away negative thoughts and all of that is really simple. Like, I'll just give myself 3 things in my head over and over, like a compliment, right? So you could just say, you're a beast. You're going to be a beast. Say that 3 times fast, right? And then you get distracted from the negative thought, and then you're kind of back centered, right? And you might have to do it every 5 minutes, every 10 minutes, every hour, once a day, whatever. But our brains work on repetition, and if you keep feeding your brain something positive, like you're gonna be a success, you're gonna be a success. You say that 3 times in your head, you're able to kind of focus and come back to center. I know it sounds crazy, but it might make sense to you because it works for me. And everyone has different things that work for them. Some people don't learn or work well like that. But I think as humans, we are conditioned creatures, right? So the more we are repetitive of something, it becomes a habit. So if you're constantly telling yourself good things about yourself, you're going to feel good about yourself, and you're going to want to go and work. It's easy to become lazy. It is super easy to, get off track. The hard part is actually doing the work. And when you find something like I found that I really love, the work isn't the hard part. It's all the other stuff. It's the reaching out to people. It's not just, you can't just put something out and expect people to see it. I know I'm rambling, but I just thought that that is something that might be able to help you. And that's something that I've recently adopted that helps me. And yeah, that's really it. Hello from Poland. I love your song, Save the Devil. Enjoy. You know what? Because you said that, I'll play it in the background right now. Shout out to Poland. Much love to Poland. Much love to you guys from all over the world. I see you. I hear you. I appreciate you. It's crazy to me that I have fans from all over the world. And I cannot wait till COVID is over and we're done kicking its ass so I can go out there and meet you guys, perform, and do other cool shit. But shout out to all you guys from all over the world. And shout out to everyone in here. Let me say this again, and I'm going to keep saying it. For you guys taking time out of your day to come rock with me, it means a lot. I appreciate you, and I love you guys for that, for real. All I ask, though, quick segue, if you're in here and you haven't yet, please hit the like button on the stream. It lets me know you're in here, you're enjoying what you're hearing. Maybe share the stream, and that's really it. If you guys got more questions for me, feel free to hit me right now. I'd love to answer them. It could be really about anything. Maybe you want advice or just my thoughts on a current situation, because I feed off of your guys' energy, and then I'm just going to kind of ramble again, and maybe some cool shit will come out. Maybe some dumb shit will come out. No guarantees, but feel free. Don't be shy to ask me a question. I'm reading everything here. So save the devil. Save the devil is a cool song. Really unrelated to the stream, but it was just me essentially saying that even the devil too can be saved. I believe we're all good. But yeah, let me put on boom, 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 boom. Any questions from you guys or no? No questions? I could just keep ranting. Back to the center of the subject. Back to the center of the topic of the center, whatever. Scramble brain. Back to the topic, which was how I gained my first 1,000 subscribers. I'll say it again, and this could be applied to life in general. Consistency, being authentic, and then all that nitty gritty work that people don't want to do, like sending emails out or, reaching out to influencers, sending DMs, going out when you're out in public, maybe you're at a bar or a social event, introducing yourself, shaking your hand to people. Like it's that stuff, right? Yeah. It's 3:30 a.m. in India, though. It doesn't feel like that after seeing you. That's amazing, man. Well, first and foremost, shout out to India. You guys show me nothing but love all the time. I'm super grateful, super appreciative for all the love I get out there. And thank you for staying up late with me. I know it's late for you. Obviously, it's not 3 o'clock for me. So, any more questions from you guys or anything of the sorts? Like I said, from now on, I'm going to be doing these streams outside of, like, I'll still do the regular streams, or maybe I'm just rapping. Maybe I'm just answering music related questions or whatever. But I want to do separate streams that are geared around one topic where I can give you my honest opinion, my advice, what's worked for me, what's not, and try and help you guys in whatever way that I possibly can. Because why not, right? Why not? And I just believe in just good energy, putting good energy out there. So tune into your mind, tune in, you'll be fine. Bow. Hi, bro. What's up, man? If you're just joining, welcome. Maybe hit that like button one time. We're just talking about a whole bunch of stuff, but essentially, I kind of gave the whole background of how I kind of gained my first 1,000 subscribers, what I did, what helped me. So if you got any questions relating to that, let me know. But yeah, I want to keep all of these streams relatively on the same time length. We're at like 35 minutes again. I don't have much else to say on this specific topic. If you want me to talk about some other stuff, drop a comment in the comment section below or on this live chat, or write me, DM me, whatever, email me certain things you want to see me talk about next moving forward. I'm going to try and set up a streaming background so this shit doesn't look so terrible, but you got to work with what you got. And I'm not going to waste any more time waiting for the perfect moment when my streaming background looks great and I can do that. Like, no, like if I have something to say, I'm going to say it now. And, you know, a bunch of people watch it. Great. If they don't, I don't care. We'll keep going. But yeah, I'm going smoke break. That's what's up, bro. But yeah, I don't have much else to say unless you guys got any questions for me, or you want my opinion on something, whatever it may be. Now's the chance, and maybe I'll go on another mini rant. But I don't have much else to say on this topic. My favorite team is playing tonight against the Boston Celtics. For you guys who don't know, I've been a diehard Miami Heat fan since 2004. And I want nothing more than to see my team make the NBA Finals and play LeBron James, who left my team to go back to Cleveland. So I got that game coming up in a few hours. So that is what I'm going to be doing. And if you don't got any more questions for me related to YouTube growth, personal growth, whatever, I'm going to do a bunch of more different streams like that. I just want to thank everyone for coming in, showing me love, giving me good energy back in return. I wish nothing but the best for you. Make sure you turn on your post notifications and stay up to date with me, because YouTube is not notifying everyone when I drop. I drop new music every single Monday, and I want to do a stream every single Wednesday and maybe Saturday. I haven't decided, but at least every Wednesday or Thursday, I'm going to be doing live streams like this. And every Monday, I drop new music. And if that changes, I'll let you guys will be the first to know. But make sure you turn on your notifications. I want to make sure you guys are hearing the new content when it comes out. For now, the new song is called I Can't Lie. It'll be available on all platforms this Friday, but it is up on my YouTube channel right now. I don't know why I'm pointing over there, because my YouTube channel isn't over there. It's actually here, which is you guys in the screen and all that shit. So yeah, and that's it. I'll answer this last question before I wrap up. What do you think of Poland? Please slowly. Hi, my English is bad. Your English is great, because I understood the question perfectly. I don't know much about Poland. I'm here to be honest with you, right? But I would love to perform over there. And I know I have a lot of fans from Poland. There's been a lot of bigger YouTubers that have used my music from over there, and I'm sure some of you guys have found me because of that. So I have nothing but nice things to say about Poland. I can't wait to get over in Europe in general and just travel everywhere and see Poland and see France and see Germany and see, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. So, yeah, shout out to Poland. Shout out to all you guys from all over the world, and shout out to the United States too, of course. That's where we repping. And that's it. That's the stream, guys. So if you got any other questions for me, feel free to DM me, write me if you want me to talk about certain things moving forward in another stream. And maybe leave a comment on this stream. Tell me how you liked it, or if you didn't like it, what I should do better, and thoughts about making this background look a little more appealing. With that being said, have a great rest of your day, guys. MB season is every season. If you don't know, this is the brand, this is the movement. And that's just basically saying, like, if you with me, it's hashtag MV season. And what hashtag MV season is that we're not going to wait till the summer to have our glow up. We're not going to wait till the winter to have our best time where we work hard and go to the gym. Every single season, every single day, 365 days of the year, 24/7, 7 is our time to shine. Put your best foot forward every single day and never stop. Keep going. I'm going to be going there with you. Love y'all. Peace. I'm out.